So I'm starting out with some simple body shaking. Always feels good to get the blood flowing, kind of check in and see how your body is, because each day your condition might be a little bit different. You feel any tension in the jaw? You can see me really working out those facial muscles, jaw muscles, bouncing the shoulders, shaking the wrists, exhaling, getting the breathing muscles activated. All right, and then bring it down to the fingers, bring it down to the toes, and then it feels good to activate the hips and the core muscles and back muscles. So standing nice and tall, little marching, try to lift up the knees from the hips, but keep the spine straight. So you have to engage your core and your back muscles. Keep the chest open, head upright, let the arms swing. And you want to feel really stable as you shift your weight from one foot to the other. So you're in control, you're in balance. Let's shake it out again. See me activating those fingers and toes, and especially those foot muscles, ankles, feet, toes. Those muscles are really important for the whole body to feel stable and strong. So I'm doing some heel raises to feel those foot muscles activate, calf muscles activate, all the way up into the pelvis. Upper body nice and open, so adding some deep breaths. The arms come up. Feels like you're inflating the whole body, lifting up, opening the arms, and then deflating as you breathe out. Nice and controlled all the way to the fingers and toes. All right, now ready for a big overhead stretch, clasping the hands, lean back, push those hips forward. Now tighten the core a little bit. You want to keep the back nice and stable, abdominal muscles working. Breathe in. Hold it for a few seconds. Feel that stretch and breathe out. And doing one more. We're bending forward. So don't overdo it. Try to go down to about tabletop if you can. Pull the hips back, push the hands out in front, and then slowly let everything drop. And now you're going to want to relax all those muscles you've been working, especially up into the neck and shoulders, letting gravity help you. Bending the knees. So now I'm getting down into the first crouch position, a little bit of a squat. It's really working those muscles, not just around the knees, but in the ankles and in the hips. And now doing a hamstring stretch through the back of the legs. Slowly roll your spine back up. Let the shoulders relax. Take a deep breath. And I'm doing some shoulder rolls together with breathing. Let's see. Really opening the chest. The rib cage is also working, expanding, contracting. Trying to feel the shoulder blades in back. Keeping an active feeling all the way to the feet. So the toes are still gripping the ground a little, spread out. The bottom of the foot is flat. And I'm doing some heel raises, this time holding it up, breathing in, activating those muscles all the way down into the toes. So feeling the body is really important through all these exercises. The mind, the sense of tension and release. Clasping the hands, bending to the side, hold it there for a second. Feel the side of your body, feel your core. The other side, breathe in. You can hold your breath there, feel the strength, pulling the energy to your core, pushing that hip out to the side, staying grounded in the feet. I'm doing the whole body, leaning back a little, up onto the toes. And as I set the heels down, forward bend about halfway. Tabletop, so activating those shoulder blades all the way to the hips, stretching the back of the legs, and drop everything down, relax. I'm letting the hands go, letting gravity take over. Walking the feet out, heel toe, so that I can get down a little deeper this time. Now, you don't have to go any deeper than feels comfortable. I'm going to go down, hips a little lower than these, and shifting left and right. Couple key points. I'm keeping my feet flat, so I've got control. I've got strength in the toes. I'm not putting too much pressure on my knees. If this is tough for you, you can come up higher and put your hands on your knees. You can put your elbows on your knees, or you can go all the way down, hands to the floor. Now a little hamstring stretch and adding in a twist. So feeling the legs, strong core, pull the belly in a little and really open up, not just with the shoulder, but twisting from the waist. Same thing the other side, twisting from the waist, strong core, so pull that belly button in a little. Open the chest and breathe. Walking the feet back together, I'm going down one more time into a bit of a deep squat. Feel those muscles in the shins, in the ankle area, in the feet, and in the hips. Just let the knees slowly get into it, but you want to work those muscles in the hips and pelvis and down near the feet, so don't overdo it. Straightening those legs, slowly roll your spine back up. You should feel a lot more open. You can feel like you're going to breathe more easily. So I'm going into a wider stance, stretching up. Again, leaning back. When you lean back, you always want to use those hips, tighten those core muscles so it's nice and stable. And I'm adding a twist. Don't do this if you feel like you're a little weak or the back is a little compromised. Just do a simple stretch upward. Breathe in, hold it for a second, feel that power and energy gathering in the core. One more time with a forward bend with the legs a little bit farther apart. Feel it all the way into the hamstrings, all the way through the shoulders and arms. Strong feet, good grip on the floor, let your upper body relax down. Now I'm adding a little rocking from left to right. You want to do this under control. You don't want to feel like you're jolting your body or swinging too fast. Nice and slow. A little bit of a dynamic stretch. And I'm walking those feet a little closer and going down one more time into that squat posture. I can get a little lower this time comfortably. Again, don't overdo it. You don't have to go down any lower than you feel is okay. You want to feel those ankles, those shin area, hips, not in the knee joint itself. So don't go any lower than is comfortable for you. All right. Now I'm coming down to the floor, hands and knees. I'm going to tighten those core muscles and get into a little upward dog or a cobra stretch. So it's really lengthening, opening up the front side of the abdomen, but not letting go completely. Tightening the buttocks, keeping the core nice and safe. Now in a plank, I'm lifting the knees up. You can keep your knees down if you want to. And from a tight core, dropping into that push-up and pulling through one more time to a cobra or upward dog. And doing a little twist with the head and feeling it down through the shoulder, the chest, and even in the back, the abdomen. Using the breath each time. And let's take a little break. It'll feel really good. Child's pose. Come back as you exhale. Feel the stretch around those hips. Relax the knees, the neck, the back. Get a good stretch on the top of your feet. One more time back onto the feet and dropping the hips down comfortably. Notice the difference after that stretch for the core and back. Maybe the hips feel a little bit more open. Carefully getting back into that forward bend, stretching the hamstrings. Toes spread out, nice stable foot on the floor. Letting gravity pull and slowly bend the knees a little, roll your spine back up. And let everything settle down. One more time with that overhead stretch. See how the body feels more open with the side stretch. You can feel the legs and core more active. The upper body feels a little lighter. Breathing each time. And then a nice slow open and dive down. Very comfortable now, much more comfortable than the beginning, dropping those hips into a squat posture. As always, don't overdo it. Just do what you can. Coming down to the hands and knees again. A little child's pose there. Back into that plank. This time I'm doing it with the tops of the feet on the floor. Into a cobra stretch. Nice strong core. Protect the back. Tightening the buttocks. Feeling some control in the abdomen. Now I'm going to do something special next. This one is only if you're really up for it, comfortably advanced posture. It's going to be a headstand. So after all that work to kind of bring the energy down, I want to connect the feeling up into the spine all the way to the neck. So I get in the handstand. I like to split the legs a little. It gives me a little stretch in the hips. Helps me work those spinal muscles. And I want to feel not like I'm leaning on my arms, but that I'm letting the whole spinal column stay straight and work to hold my body up. Now come out of that slowly. You don't want to release the pressure in the neck too quickly. You don't want to get lightheaded. Take one more cobra stretch. Nice and easy now, kind of reverse it and open up again the front side. Breathe into that twist. And a nice deep child's pose feels really good, especially after being upside down for a moment. One final time, you get down into that stretch. Hopefully it's a lot more comfortable. Even if you're still up with the hands on the knees, just feel a little bit more flexibility around the hips. One more hamstring stretch, back of the legs, upper body relaxed, spine getting longer. And slowly roll it back up. All right, let everything come down. Feels good to give the neck a chance to release. So I do a little side stretch there. Keep those hands open, those fingers extended. You might feel a sense of heaviness as the circulation and tension kind of flows down to the fingertips. I'll make a little wider stance for balance, and let's do a nice slow neck circle. Really enjoy this one. Keeping the shoulders back, chest open, good balance, sense of your toes. Breathing slowly. You can take this a little bit longer if you want to spend some more time with the neck. I'm working that jaw a little bit. It really feels good to open up the jaw and shake things out. Now, after your routine, I really recommend you take a moment to tune into the body and how it's changed, the feeling of the mind, the feeling of the body. And one way to do that is with some deep breathing or some energy breathing. So I'm using this basic energy sensing posture, the hands facing each other, palms open. And you may be familiar with this, or this may be new to you. The idea is that you're breathing in, kind of like a balloon is expanding. You may feel an actual sensation of pressure or warmth, or you may just visualize it. And you want to feel the way that your rib cage expands. You want to feel the way that your core feels pressure. Even if you're keeping it nice and solid and strong, it's still a little bit of pressure each time you breathe. The knees are slightly bent. The weight is grounded. Shoulders are relaxed. And you can finish up with one more shake or whatever you like to do. Nice work, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to have you here. Don't forget to comment. Let me know how this routine felt for you, what kind of things were easy, what kind of things maybe need a little bit more explanation, or what topics you'd like us to focus on for our next holistic fitness routine. This is David from Body and Brain. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.